If I mention the names Rick Ankiel, Josh Hamilton, and Kerry Wood, and you're a baseball fan, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Three's are three of the guys who should have been three of the greatest players ever, and it didn't turn out that way. Who will I pick on first? I could go after Josh Hamilton, who had a very promising start of his career. You know, he's one of those guys that looked like he was going to be a, an MVP candidate, all star, and it just didn't last. I mean, it was with Texas, and it just didn't last. You know, you saw him, and he had very athletic, strong kind of cat. Um, was kind of like like kind of put me kind of from mind of Bryce Harper in a bit. It's and for whatever reason, it just wasn't meant to be. It's kind of like wow, you watch this guy, and it never set it off no more. It was it was really like perplexing because he really seemed like he had the goods, you know. And I just thought this guy was going to have longevity. And baseball is funny like that. All sports is like that, but in baseball, it's really noticeable because some guys they just never get to that next level, and he's one of them. And it's just very strange. It's hard to put into words, you know. Then we get to Rick Ankiel, who's with the St. Louis Cardinals, and I always hold the Cardinals in high regard for how they draft, how the prospects they've had, the talent they've had for so many years, so many times. He was like a can't miss dude. I for sure thought he was going to be somebody that, without question, no doubt, he had the goods. He talented, you know, and it just again one of those careers that got derailed. Um, you just kind of like scratch your head because you're like, how does a guy who looks like a can't miss dude just doesn't hit? Just doesn't work. So and his talent level um, was, you're just kind of like, wow. I didn't see it not happening like that. So it's kind of like one of them things that you kind of like are blown away because then his career subsides and then it just becomes minimal. It's like, and then it just kind of goes down. And he didn't even get what Mike Trott did. Mike Trott's been hurt, but Mike Trott's still going to have a Hall of Fame career, still going to have enough to get over. This guy didn't even get near the finish line. So, you just see some careers like that and you're like, really like, wow, what happened? And sometimes it just dissolves right before your eyes. So you really don't have a chance to really, in the totality of it. So it's pretty crazy. And then we get to Kerry Wood. And I remember Kerry Wood like yesterday with the Cubs. Everybody was all in love with Sosa and McGuire, breaking records and chasing each other and that whole Midwest thing with Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. But in between that was a guy that was on had that, had that clean shaven, clean faced cat. And almost like a Leonardo DiCaprio, kind of like a Titanic thing, because he almost had this thing about him, imagery wise, but his arm was above sea. This dude was brain. I still remember when he struck the 20 strikeouts. He thought, oh, this the junior Roger Clemens right here. Looked like he was gonna be around for a long time. And then he got hurt, and it never was the same, you know. And so it's kind of like what happened to Mark Pryor, but I didn't talk about him. But it was another Cub. It just didn't happen. So these three are Major League Baseball guys that should have been great that I got asked about. And it was really sad and disappointing, especially Josh Hamilton, Rick Ankiel, because it just went down bad. And you don't know what happened. Kerry Wood got hurt and everything. And you can kind of see that. But when a guy just almost loses his skill set, it's crazy. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments. And I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership because when you do, requests like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.